Greetings and welcome back to KSP. This is not Call of Kerbal, although I know several people really liked that series, and I really appreciate that because it took a lot of effort, but this is not that. Today we are doing our setup turn for Knockoff Collaborative Warfare, which, if you know, you know, but if you don't, allow me to explain. Very briefly, Collaborative Warfare was a series that a couple of guys, including our own Beardy and Tape, did probably 4 years ago now? 5 years ago? It was a long time. An olden era of KSP. It was essentially the pioneer of the idea that you could have a turn-based strategy game running with BD Armory, where everybody builds their own craft and you fight each other over the bases in Kerbal. We're essentially running a more current version of that, just to, you know, have a little fun, figure a lot of people will enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've got a slightly more robust rule set, obviously running on a later version of KSP, 1.4.5, so not quite up to date, but definitely a lot better. I am in control of the Darien Republic in blue. You can see right there on the map. We have control over the, well, essentially the main continent with the KSC on it and all that good stuff. You see a lot of familiar landmarks in our territory. We are playing with Edgy and Jimmy from Jimmy's server, and Callum. Edgy is in the red, far off in the east. Callum is in green, right there in the middle. And Jimmy is in pink, off to our west side. As I said earlier, this is our setup turn. So we have placed our initial units. In future, we will be gaining, per turn, 1 heavy aircraft or 2 light aircraft, 2 tanks and or defenses, meaning you can have 1 of each, or you can have 2 tanks or 2 defenses, and 1 naval vessel per turn. However, for the setup turn, we, in addition to that, gain 1 free defensive platform per base. So, we have placed these multi-purpose defense platforms at each base, MPDPs, which are missile batteries combined with lasers to shoot down any incoming aircraft, missiles, and at least pose a threat to ground vehicles. However, at very strategically important bases, we've placed additional assets at the KSC, right at home, because it is not really at threat from ground forces. We have placed our 1 ship here, the Valor-class guided missile frigate. At Black Crags and Kohler Crater, we have placed F5 Scimitar air superiority fighters, which are quite significantly powerful fighters. I'm actually very proud of them. And at Guardian's Basin, our northernmost base, we have placed a main battle tank, the MBT-1 Rhino, and self-propelled anti-air unit, the SPAA-1 Razorback. These are the only 2 mobile ground forces that we've spawned, because it's essentially the only land route, it's closest to the only land route to neighboring territory, so it makes the most sense to spawn our 2 ground units here. And in addition to that, we have launched a spy satellite. This has no actual effect, it's just, you know, something kind of cool that each of us are doing. I like it. And, yeah. So, as I said before, am really looking forward to this. There's a lot of potential here for a really fun series, and I'm hoping y'all will enjoy it as much as I do. So, that is the setup turn. Jimmy, I believe, is doing his setup turn next. Edgy already did his. Callum will finish us out, and then Edgy will begin the first turn in earnest at the end of all that. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again next time.